admit I've enjoyed it. It's been great, and I've been able to talk to some of the Nighthawks that I wasn't able to talk to before, so it's worked out pretty well. I didn't get to do Thankful Thursday yesterday. I felt bad about that. I was extremely bummed out about Randy W. Horton. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, buddy, if you watch this. You were amazing. I've always thought you were amazing. You know, crazy times right now. If you're out there, buddy, let's connect. Not necessarily, maybe come back to this app. Maybe you're not swearing as much as you used to. I always loved his point of view. He was a bit out there, but I like people who are out there. All right, here we go. We're trying to build a small, right, strong community of like-minded souls. I'm a bit of a spiritual guy for those who don't know me. Here's some other people that I follow right here. Neville is amazing. Shiny hippie, I haven't seen you in so long. Mel, I see you all the time. Hi, Ash. Yeah, it's going well. I'm in a good mindset today. Some days I wake up and I'm good. I don't know why I'm good, but I'm good today. So thank you for asking. These are people that I enjoy following on Twitter and Happs. Twitter's my main jam. Okay. Now, some of these people I have not seen in a very long time. Here's a good guy. Does a lot for the community. I like that beer, foodie, softball. Jason Happs, really solid individual. Always has great content. All right, we were talking about this on the show the other day. Christmas is crazy. People's feelings get hurt. Financial woes. You know, a lot of people, there's not enough money right now to do the heat or feed themselves, or like there's just not enough money. So emotions run high and you get abusive customers, right? And they can break your heart. Now, for those who don't know this, I did retail for a long time, and I owned a few little stores that used to sell music and video games, and my father and I did some stuff together as well for a bit, for a few years, and so it went well. Good morning, James Collin. Thank you. Well, I'm trying to stay, and they're just attacking the crap out of me. It was funny because my real life is drama based too at times, right? Because you just, you know, you work with people who have startups, and I'm trying to help them build their brand, and there's sometimes massive egos, but we always have the ability to let each other have some space when we speak. There's not the railroading. I don't know if anybody saw the show yesterday. What is the Twitch switch? Hi, Cole. Yeah. I'm going to definitely follow you on Facebook. I feel bad about your dad. That is your dad, right? I think I recognize you from being in the back. He's a good man. But he put countless hours into this. And it really bothered me yesterday that no one seemed to care. That we're losing all these contributors who fought in the trenches for the longest time. Hi, Ann. How are you? Good morning to you. So I talked about this yesterday on the show too. Your online reputation. You can tell it's morning. Reputation checklist. So, you know, you want to build a foundation, right? And you want the product to be good, right? Like when Ann does her cooking shows, she wants the shows to be as high quality as possible. That's what we're trying to do here. What is your greatest passion right now, currently? What lights you up the most? What gets you up in the morning? What makes you want to run around the block? What makes your heart beat? What are you dreaming about in 2022? You know, this lately has been more difficult, but we're going through changes. This is a sign I made a few months ago. I am love. Happs is love, and it would be nice to have that back. And that's why, you know, we can have diverse opinions. Like last night, I had a wonderful show with Ari. Just one sec here, I got dry mouth. Oh man, that'll help. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. But we never take it to the ninth, and we don't stab each other in the back. And social media is that way, so you have to kind of have a spine. But when it's relentless, like the last 5 days, it's been just non-stop insanity. And I've decided this week that I'm just going to do good content. I'm going to have great guests. You know, Brian and I talked the other day, and he was playing music, and it was wonderful. And I've been talking to more and more artists, but you came up with a very good point. There's not a lot of original content creators that were on here at the beginning, and we're only talking 300 plus days. I like that. You can still have high quality show, but it would be better on a platform tried, tested, and true, and works. Yeah, problem is now, which is, you know, a little frustrating, is we're back at square one, because this is a different platform. It's like day one again. Now they learned a lot from the first build, but this is what this is. This is a new release of a new build, but it doesn't feel like the other one. It's very different, and maybe it will. Maybe it's going to take time to develop it. There are things about this one that I love. I love that you can give awards to everybody in the room. I honestly like that it's only 4 people. I don't think you should ever get into 8. I think people feel left out. I'll be shocked if we ever see landscape again. My own cafe where I serve my... Oh, that's your great passion. Okay. Yay. I would love to see that for you. Yeah. It's tough. Food is tough. Rising cost. Had a friend who opened restaurants, and most of them did really well, like exceptionally well. And what he would do once they got going, because they knew they had a peak, once he felt like they peaked, he'd sell them. And then he built something else. And for him, I think the joy was in the building, right? How are we going to get people to do this, right? Anybody got some strategies? Join Happs now. How are we going to do that? How are we going to get people fired up again? Because a lot of people have run out of emotional gas. I think when we get some of the features, you'll see a lot of the people come back. I could have read this card yesterday. Definite perks. Yeah. Okay. The power of your beautiful mind, right? Never underestimate. And the other thing is you've got to be very careful. I really like this guy. We did a couple amazing shows together. And I hope we do some more in the future. I haven't seen him very much either. He's a gentleman that lives in his van. And he's hit hard times. Now, I don't know if you guys follow Canada news at all, but we had some serious flooding out west near BC. And bridges collapsed. Roads washed away, like literally washed away. Sinkholes. People died. They drowned. So much damage. Countless people had water running through their house, and everything was destroyed, and they have to pull it back up and try to make sure they can manage the mold. We had this guy on for a while, and he was pure dynamite. And he might come on. He was on maybe 5 times. Never came back. I don't know what we did wrong there. But he's the kind of guy. Well, it's just kind of bittersweet. Happy birthday, buddy. Nobody's going to be joining Happs, but I'm hoping in the future things can turn around. He did have a really good piece of advice, though. He said, don't waste your time on new apps. Stay with the solid. Tried, tested, and true, right? Twitch, YouTube. Think about this. If you were to put all the energy you put into all the apps that you've had in the past over the last 10 years, and you put all that energy solely into YouTube, and let's say you did 1 video a day, and you built up an audience. See, for me, I'm just very grateful that I was able to do this on here, because to me, I felt like I went to broadcasting school again, but in a new world, right? Because you get to come on here, you have an audience. Now, let's be real, the audience is not what it was. And there's only so much pie, right? So someone else got the pie. Things are calming down. So these 2 individuals have been through a lot. And, I don't know what it's like with you guys, but I hear the numbers are starting to soar in different parts of the country. And we talked about that last night. We had a wonderful show last night with Ari. If you get time, please watch that. It's fantastic. Just one sec. There's coffee on Barb. Yeah, I think she heard that. One of the best contributors on Twitter today, this guy here. Always supports me. Thank you. And definitely, I try to mention him every Thankful Thursday. Another person on Twitter, absolutely fantastic, worth following. Okay. Yes. So, in 2022, this card really applies, right? Just read it out loud to yourself if you can. Courage is the first step to success. And so many people are crippled by fear, and they won't take that first step. Good morning, ER nurse. How are you today? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? There wasn't a lot of people on yesterday. You could tell that they were doing the family gatherings. And they'll be doing the family gatherings probably all weekend. I bet there's many a person with a hangover today. You did. What was your meal like? Was it good? Is this still applicable right now, by the way? Wear a mask. Stay healthy. Because I'm seeing less and less people wearing masks, especially in the States. I'm amazed when I look at professional sports, football, baseball. You're all piled in like sardines. How are the numbers where you guys are? Just tell me in the comments if you can. This is so important right here. And I don't, I can't, I might have been Milton. I'm not sure. Someone, it's so many conversations lately, but we talked about this. Focus on your secret dreams, okay? And the best thing is to don't share them. Keep them to yourself. Kind of like seeds of hope, because you'll always have the naysayers going, no, that's been done. You don't want to do this, you know. But how many success stories were made out of necessity because they lost their job during the pandemic and had to find a way to make some money? And many businesses were started, and, you know, there were different needs, unique needs, and people, you know, seized the day and made some money. Masks are coming back here. Why do you think that is, Anne? Are the numbers going up, or just people being wise? Oh, I like this one. This reminds me of Tony Robbins, to be honest with you. Can you read that? Looks like you can read it. Okay. All right. So it says, what is currently important to you? What belief no longer serves you? So what is something that you've been thinking about, even in this year, that it's not applicable anymore? And has anybody thought about how different their life is? Well, like many say, we'll never go back to the way it was. Those days are done. And we have so many people who refuse now to ever go back to work. They're going to work from home, or they're going to work part-time. So it's going to be interesting to see the transition. It's also going to be interesting during the winter to see if the numbers go up. Some places that they're going to just let it ride. They're out of options. They're out of fundage. They can't do it anymore. Many states have said that. There's just is not. There's no budget. They spent it. Do you remember her? I miss her. Dina D. Anybody seen her recently? If they do, tell her to come back. I miss her. She was a bright light. She really was. One of my favorite broadcasters. J.J. Walsh. Definitely worth mentioning every Thankful Thursday. Oh my God. Here we go. Captain Rehab. Best known for his shower broadcast recently. He needs to wear a shower cap. He's funny. He's witty. He's a smart man. I think, honestly, the backbone of Happs. I really do. I've always said that. Bobby Bicker. She did a Twitter Spaces yesterday. And she loves this platform. She's been very, I would say, careful on what she's been saying. And I respect that. If you're on Twitter, please follow this man. His name is Jimmy Star. And he's a star reporter. And he basically interviews all the stars worldwide. A couple of contributors on Twitter that are very kind to me. Thank you. And it amazes me the amount of people that go, I want a card. This is funny. This person sometimes is on, sometimes they're not. I haven't seen them lately. Okay. 2 words. Memories, kindness. Which word triggers you the most? Which one here warms the cockles of your heart? Which one? Memories or kindness? Pick a word. Put it in the comment. Put it in the place. Hey, we're having a hard time with all of this. Yeah, it's been crazy. Do you want to come up? Did you have the ability to come up? You're not. I hope you're not at the shelter still. Okay. Let me look here what I can do for you here. I'll see if I can get you up. All right. This is a bit annoying though, where you have to type everything in. You remember where you would click in the comment and it would work? This is one part I'm not super jazzed about. But I do love the waiting room. Only problem is you better make sure that you push the right buttons or you won't even notice the person who's in the waiting room. And at the beginning, I did that. That's interesting. Oh, you're on Twitch. I was going, there's no picture and there's a picture here. Okay, well, I'll leave the invite. I've done the work. If you change your mind, it's there. More and more people are doing Twitch. What I've been doing is posting stuff from Twitch to Twitter. Just diversify, guys. Diversify, diversify. Oh, Lord, diversify. Don't build your social media with a table that has one leg, right? Like, if you like Instagram, promote yourself on there if you can. And always remember to push the purple button. Oh, right here. Still with us. Don't see her very much. This is Kendall from Australia. Absolutely amazing contributor. A person I really miss right here. Bronx Viking. Haven't seen him in the longest time. I don't know if I will. I know he's got full throttle responsibilities now. There you go. Because his work is back. Lisa Johnson, this is from Twitter. Highly recommend her. Oh, this is funny. This is so appropriate right now. Okay, I'll put it up in a second here. How to deal with inappropriate conversation. Abusive people are not a good choice in your life. What do you guys think of that? And anybody watching the review, just leave a comment. I do look at the comments later. And we are so close to Christmas. Oh my Lord. Crazy, right? Oh, great contributor. She was on this morning right here. Emmy Rich. And I believe she has a new CD coming out. Everything's now thumb drive. Have you guys noticed that? Which is kind of cool. All right, here we go. Rewire your brain for success. What do you think that means to you when you think about that? Many of us live in the pain body, which is an Eckhart Tolle saying. And it's just basically the mental chatter in our brain continues to go on and on and on. Rosie, good morning. How are you? I have not seen Bronx. Nope. It's not good. My good friend Fraser, who had an operation last week and horrified us all by showing us the stitches and the blood, and it was unique at best. There you go. An amazing person if you're into business, like machine learning, artificial intelligence, big data. Gordon, phenomenal person. Really good. Okay. This is one every single person who is on Happs or who does live streaming or does Clubhouse. The other thing is, too, if you can't start a podcast in 2024, if you're a person who's super shy and is not comfortable being in front of the camera, start to develop your craft. You know, a lot of people have great voices, soothing voices. So if you feel like you're one of those people, don't let it stop you, though. Great content is great content. Self-awareness, motivation. There you go. This is funny. Okay. Believe in yourself, live for today, be resilient, find strength in adversity. Well, November, December is definitely full of those two things right here. Believe in yourself, live for today, be resilient, find strength in adversity. And know that it's just a temporary condition, right? One of my favorite people on Twitter right here. Been following him, I think 10 years. 10 years. Here, I better show him a little longer. There you go. He deserves that. There you go. Perfect. This is a kind of code, a computer code. It's called Flutter. And these people here are very supportive. There you go. Another business company here that we called PayScale. And please follow them on Twitter as well. They're always promoting me, so I must return the good deed. Wow, now isn't that a question? Do you love Happs? I think a lot of people are asking that question right now. And, you know, I think we need to put a little bit of patience. Retta, how are you? Good. How are you finding the format, Retta? Haven't seen you on as much, or it could be I just can't find you. That's the other thing. I'm not getting any notifications. I find it very difficult to find individuals. I hope they can fix some of that. Some of the people that I usually go on their broadcasts at least 3 or 4 times a week, I'm not seeing the postings for them anymore. I miss being able to pre-post or advertise a broadcast. You don't seem to have that ability yet. So, don't rush the process. Trust the process. You look 20 years younger. You're a lovely man. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's funny. Thank you. All this stress from all the terrible comments has probably made me younger. Does that make any sense? Pain is temporary. Do you guys believe that to be true? Pain is temporary. Right? Just hold on to your dream. You're steps away. Right? These are all little mantras you can say to yourself. But I really like pain is temporary. And, you know, I'm a big believer of moving forward even when you don't want to. Right? Like, part of the success of the show was, you know, for the 350 or 345 days it's been, I've lost count, to be honest with you. I did it many mornings when I didn't want to. And then there became an ease with it. It was so easy to do it. And you kind of develop a groove, or it's like a muscle that you develop, right? Love is Happs. It so is. Love is Happs. Here's the question I want to ask you, Retta. Do you want to come up, or do you love Happs? I'm hoping that you're promoting it. You know that Randy left yesterday. And everybody, if you can, today is officially Randy's birthday. It is the 26th today. That's correct, right? I'm just double checking. Yes, it is the 26th. It's currently 7:09 here in Toronto, and it is a balmy 1 degrees Celsius. It's a wee bit nippy. Here is someone I actually correspond with occasionally, believe it or not, on Twitter, the Miami Dolphins, which is pretty wild. It doesn't matter. Well, just wait a second here. I'm going to read it first before I just read it. Wow. So you're upset because you've lost so many numbers. Yeah. Well, you know what I noticed? The first week, it was about 30%. It was about 30%, the numbers. So either the numbers were inflated, but the thing that kills me is the numbers are lower, but they're not, because then when I look at the collective number, like I had one week, I think it was like 12,000 views, but there was no way that it said 12,000 views in the room. It's also not calculating the time while you're in the broadcast. So is everybody watching the replays? Maybe they're watching the old stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's where I'm getting those views, but there are individuals that used to get, say, 100 people, right? And they were comfortable with 100 people, and that was worth their time, are now getting 5, 6. So you're right. Where did that audience go? I think a lot of people, once they put the the notion that you had to have 10,000 collective followers, I think it killed them. Keep the Faith. I agree. Bon Jovi. Great tune. I have a coffee cup that says that. Love, is this true or false, guys? Love is the greatest gift life has to offer. Is that true? Someone wrote that to me the other day because I'd asked a question, what is the greatest gift? And they said, love is the greatest gift life has to offer. Another person said, leadership is the greatest gift life has to offer. I thought that was unique. We had someone else, and they said, what is the greatest gift in life? And they went, salary. I think there was a language barrier, to be honest with you. And that was Randy asking that question. Also doing a shout out to Indy Neal today, who is a co-worker of mine that I've worked with in the past. We're also going to start doing once a month. We had Ari last night. Once a month we're going to do a business show in the new year. Now, if the demand is high, we'll do more than that, but we won't do any more than 2 a month because it'll take the fun out of it if we do any more than that. And I want it to be fun. Al Sanchez. Where's Al Sanchez been? I miss him. You couldn't do story time anymore. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. I think what will happen, guys, I think in about a month, they'll get caught up. And every week it'll get a little better. For me, once we get the photos and we get the videos again, it will be a very different feel to this. But even the functionality of the app is very different. Do you guys find that different feeling to it? You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't like to talk about feelings, but... Or if you don't like that word, how about the flow of, or the ease of use for the application? Lots of frustrations I feel in the circle. What do you like about it, Red? And what don't you like? ER Nurse, please read my previous comment. Why isn't the Happs team going live to encourage us to hang in there? It's like they've disappeared. I would have liked to have updates. Yeah, and I've heard that we're not doing that anymore. Because you don't see that on Facebook, right? You don't see that on Instagram. And I don't think we're going to see that anymore. I could be wrong. Rosie says it takes time. People are impatient. I agree. It's been week 2. And it's literally a whole new experience. It's like building a new car, if you want to put it that way. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, ER Nurse? Is that sarcastic or real, that comment? I'm not sure what you mean by that. ER Nurse, do you want to come up? Let me see what I can do here. I like that we're chatting with the comments, because a lot of people feel left out, especially once we get talking. And that's the other thing too. You got to be patient when someone's doing a broadcast. You know, you've got the guest, you've got the comments, you've got some functionality. Be patient. Don't be mean. Like, we have people saying scroll, read the comment, do this. Like, for some people, multitasking is tough and they're nervous, right? And we have a lot of new contributors who have never been on here before. So it's some of their very first content. So we have to be patient. And if we can, welcome them, right? Think of it as when you were a little guy and, you know, it was the first day of school for someone. You were welcoming. At least I hope you were. You said they don't give updates on Facebook or IG. Oh, people are complaining. Especially Facebook. Or if you're an older person, Bookface. Yeah, they just don't care enough. I think with those platforms, they care about the advertisers. How they make revenue. How they generate numbers. How they sell your information to large companies. That's how they make their bank. Oh, good. Tell him I miss him. I have not heard from him, what, 4 months, 5 months? I haven't seen him broadcast. Also tell him I was thinking about him yesterday, out of the blue, just wondering where he's been, what he's up to. I think if you're on here for a long time too, you can lose the passion for it. It can be really tough. All right, I'm going to do a few more cards, and then I'll probably call it a day. I'm glad I got to do the Thankful Thursday. Here we go. This is Brenda. Please follow her. I haven't seen her as much since we haven't been doing the karaoke. Hopefully, if we ever get the sound right again and the videos, we'll do karaoke. And hopefully it syncs up better. Miss her too, Sarah Sparkle. She was amazing. She used to dance all the time. And DJ DDK. Here's DJ DDK's old handle. It's not that anymore. It's brand new. That's the old one. This is so important, this card right here. Choose to be kind on Happs. Right? It doesn't cost anything to be kind. It doesn't take any great amount of effort. It's just a matter of being mindful. Right? Such a simple act to do. This is a tough one, right here. Be in love with your life. Be in love with your life every day. Have hopeful expectation that things will be going your way in the future. K9, how are you? Mel, how are you? Good to see you. Nice to be seen here today. But the notifications are not. Like someone I wanted to see, a search for them, I couldn't find their broadcast. So we need to fix that. Thank you for the award. That was very kind of you. Thank you. That was from Mel. So I also have another account on Twitter, and it's called ShoutMGB. So if you are a Twitter follower or a Twitter content creator, and you would like to be on the show in the sense of one of the cards, just tell me. Here is a great contributor with business on, he's not on Happs, but he is on everything else. All right. Angie King, another incredible content creator on the Twitter stream. Here's a person I have been following literally for 12 years. Safer Print, and it blew me away. I've now been doing social media for 12 years. Oh my Lord, that's a long time. This guy is a big deal in business. Follow him, right there. All right, everybody knows this person. Haven't seen him for a while. We had a problem. I couldn't get him on the broadcast one day, and I've been finding that lately. Certain individuals, you can't beam them up. They get lost in Neverland. Colin Porter. Also today, please, for the ones that just came into the room, please celebrate Randy W. Horton's birthday today. I believe he's 58 today. 3 words, pick one. Which one are you most drawn to? Potential, challenge, future. Those are the 3 words today. Potential, challenge, future. Which one are you most drawn to? Here's a person who probably retweets my stuff more than anyone else on the Twitter stream, right there. Here's a contributor that's been on for quite a while, Emma. I highly recommend following her. She's very kind. This person has disappeared this week. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just busy because of Christmas. Stephen, please follow him. Here's another individual from Twitter. Very much worth your time. Kathy Baker. That's funny. I think I wrote that twice. Oh, okay. Heavy hitter, power player, power producer. I believe the author of multiple books. HR Zone. They have 77,000 followers on the Twitter stream. Lady's been coming on a lot lately. A fitness expert right here. Beth Hoover. Please follow her. She's also trying her best right now. And she's also noticed there's been a lack of interest for the platform. So I'm hoping we can, once people hunker down for winter, we might have some more people back on. This is Hans Ekman. I hope he resurrects his business channel. I don't think he's done anything for a month or so. I know he's incredibly busy. Go for a walk today. Step away from the computer. Get connected to nature. Go hug a tree. And have a wonderful day. Listen, folks, I'm going to head. It's been fun being here with you. Everyone, if you have a moment today, please reach out to Randy W. Horton. It's his birthday. I appreciate all the comments. And ER Nurse, I wish I had the answers for you, because they are really solid questions. I will follow you, absolutely, today. Guarantee it. As soon as I get off, I'll work on that, okay? Have a great day, everybody.